Hello and welcome. Welcome to Drakenmemoria. Yay! And today we are doing Dungeons Dragon because it's Wednesdays. We're planning on watching the map making stream. That's a different day tomorrow. Alright. Or it was yesterday if you're watching this on the rebroadcast. Yeah, that's everything I can possibly say about all of this. Because, everything's been said. So, audience, look as tired as I actually feel. Are you okay?
Yeah, we're good.
You're sinking. I'm losing you in the camera. Oh, good. Alright. Don't worry, I'm not mocking you. I'm mocking myself.
Why is
Why is
what's
what?
going on with my camera? No, I don't know. It's fine.
It seems to be trying to focus on your ceiling light for some
Yeah.
reason.
If I turn it down a bit, like there.
It makes a weird glare, but at least it's focusing on you. Alright, so, if you enjoy the thunderstorm in the background, that's Ambient Mixer. If you enjoy the world map, it's Wonderdraft. If you enjoy the dungeon map, it's Dungeon Alchemist. And if you like the towns, it's Canvas of Kings. Here, all publicity done. I'm pretty sure there's some of them that I don't need to mention, but I'm using their software. Might as well at least give them some credit. And we will finish the thunderstorm in the background. And what happened last episode? Ah, yes. Frustrating episode. Last episode for our adventurers. Last episode, the party got their reward for facing the avatar of a god. The fight was won. The ending was epic in its appearance. Pinned down by our adventurers, the avatar was forced to feel the sting of a blade before dying. Unfortunately, the end was spoiled for our heroes as the true hunter revealed itself, and it stole the victory of our adventurers and escaped with the first trophy. Frustrated, our adventurers turned toward the retrieval of the second trophy. But first, a small detour to gather the last component needed to create an object which will allow our heroes to survive retrieving the second trophy. Because we often forget it's not always easy surviving a important moment in the story. Technically speaking, as long as one survived, the party keeps going, so we can sacrifice one.
I vote Jorg.
Oh, he's not a party member right now. You'd have to go and get him. I don't know why. I think Remy wouldn't mind. We need you to be our sacrifice. Didn't say nothing. You know how it
Keep
works.
sacrificing singular Tobys.
It's like if I had to assign a random chess piece to Jorg.
So, how would Remy feel about losing one of his 100 husbands?
I mean, he could always get another coffee.
I just realized, for Remy, this is a harem game. So,
You know, there is an anime out there now called, like, 100 Girlfriends.
Of course there is. Not surprised.
All right. So,
It's like, don't worry, he equally loves all of them.
Mhm.
I don't know. Is it possible? Well, I guess he could always love them all, each of them in a different way.
Yeah,
you
he equally loves them all, just not very much.
know?
It's equal. It's just not a lot.
You know, we all love every single square of our toilet paper. It's all very useful.
Yeah.
All right. And now I'm stuck with that fantasy in my head. Thanks, myself. So, last episode, we ended with all of you breaching the entrance to the bunker, reverse tower. I don't know, the description was slightly vague, but
Ground.
yeah. And so, you found yourself in front of a lock, which slightly frustrating for a dungeon master. Remy figured out half of the code by intuition in a single attempt.
Too smart.
Yeah. We need skills when you got luck.
Hey, I'll have you know that I'm actually a pretty good Wordle player.
Okay.
It's instead of Wordle, it was Numberl. Number.
All right. So you all managed to enter into the lair of the nemesis of Remy, his childhood nightmares. You find yourself in a small room, protected from the outside element, and you know, temperature can be freezing outside, but if it's not windy, it's not so bad. But it was so windy when you got there. It must feel good to enter this little room. It's barely large enough to fit all of you in, but there's a long hallway leading to a door with a single light hanging over it. Probably magical in nature. Judging from afar, it feels like someone used a drift globe, just light it up and let it float above the door. The hallway is about 20 feet long and just large enough for a single person to walk down at a time. So, what do you do?
Lead the way, Remy.
So is it obviously a trap, or is the trap that it's obvious?
Both options have merits.
How did you say where light was coming from again?
The only source of light is a small globe of light hanging above the door, 20 feet away. Judging from its appearance, it feels like someone used a drift globe. Just lit it up and let it float above the door.
Ramey's going to use his mage hand to see what happens if he moves the drift globe.
Oh yeah, mage hand covers more than 20 feet. Okay, good. Okay. So, how do you move it?
Gonna move it to the left
All right.
a few feet just to see what happens.
You cast your hand, you let it go, you concentrate, you move the globe slightly to the left, and the light above the door moves slightly to the left. Well, at least you have confirmation that the light is emitted by the globe.
Nothing blows up.
Nope.
Well, next step, he's gonna see if the mage hand can open the door.
All right. The door is... well, the best way I could describe it, has several knobs. Of different shape. There's one square. There's one... oh, I forgot what's the name of that geometric form.
Rhombus.
The surface is an octagon, but it's it's a round, so
A soccer ball. It has flat sides instead of rounded sides.
It's gonna be one of those episodes, huh? Okay. One is triangle, one is square, another one is a soccer ball. Hey, why is this? Okay. I hate it when my microphone starts stuttering like this. I think it happens when I don't have enough room left in my computer. For some reason, I don't know why. Alright. So it's difficult for your mage hand to use all of the knob at once. Which knob do you want to turn?
Okay, so there's a round one. There's a
Square, a triangle, and I forgot the name of the three-dimensional shape of an octagon.
You could just say octagon because the square and the
Okay.
triangle are all two-dimensional.
well, rather than blindly testing doorknobs, Raimi is going to use both his lantern and his wings to create enough light in this room to see if there's more to it.
Okay.
Or I guess the hallway, I should say, not room. You know what I mean?
Well, technically a long hallway is a room. All right. You burst out in light, and you can see everything in this room. At first glance, it looks like a very normal room. The floor looks slightly slanted. Not enough to be difficult to walk on. Just, you'd estimate a 1% dropping rate the floor, which isn't a whole lot. Going toward the door. Other than that, it just looks spooky. But You can make a perception roll if you want. Investigation if you want to go sniffing like a dog.
I guess I'll make a perception.
Okay.
I can do an investigation
Okay.
at the same time if you want.
That works.
Oh.
Like, I'll have to take the minimum 23.
Ah, damn.
Oh, terrible.
I feel for you.
I got a 22.
All right. You know, Fisher's average is your minimum.
You don't have to point it out.
um, the room looks and feel extremely normal. Right now, your impression is that it's made to unsettle you. But you don't find any physical traps. And your eyes do not catch on anything in particular in the entire hallway. Does your perception and investigation include the door or just the hallway?
Yeah. I'd say it includes the door.
For Remy as well?
I don't know why I would exclude the door.
I don't know. The fewer,
Like, I refuse to look at this damn door.
The fewer elements you include inside of something you're looking for, the more chance you have of finding it. Well, finding everything else but what you're avoiding. But okay. With a number as high as that, you can easily find things that the normal person would miss even with its best attempt. So, like I said, the hallway feels intentionally barren to create an unsettling feeling. Halfway through the hallway, you can even start hearing your own echo, which is a bit odd because of the side of the room, but you know, it could just be an easy cantrip casted on the walls to just make an echo. The door itself seems also very normal. And actually, when you look at the knobs and start inspecting them toward the end of this long investigation and observation, it feels like you're watching one of those apartment doors where there's several locks. You think that each knob simply is made to unlock one of those lock on the other side. And right now, your gut feeling is it's just made to annoy someone because most people can't turn more than two knobs at once. So you need some sort of assistance in order to go beyond that. And that's as best as you can tell without using any ways to detect magic. The whole goal of that thing. To make you feel like you gotta go get someone else to open the door.
Well, you know what? Let's be an asshole against this particular design. Remy is going to spin some thread and then pull all the doorknobs at once with the thread.
Okay. It takes a few minutes, but yeah, you manage to just put some thread on each one of them, then carefully pull down, and you see them all start to turn at the same time. There is an odd sound as it's turning, but for you, Remy, you feel confident in this sound because it feels like someone is removing chains from the other side. You know, when you're hearing those parody of over locked door in every single cartoon, where you just heard. And after a moment of waiting for something to turn you all into meat pancake, it doesn't happen. The door opens.
Oh,
Do-do-do-do-do-do.
I don't know if that
I mean, I think running away made this guy insane.
Well, isn't that the end of everyone who deals with Remy at some point? Look, Tobiashi went so insane, he has multiple personalities all at once.
Still an average of one per body, though, so I think it.
Yeah, but, he's got 50 of them.
It just means that he's mastered the multiform technique.
Yeah.
He can now cast Rasengan. Oh. All right. The door opens slowly, and you find yourself in front of a small landing. Not too large, maybe 15 feet wide and 10 feet deep. Everything is black in front of you, as if you are staring in space without the stars. It's just nothingness. You notice there's a stair going down to your left. Like I said, it's like staring in nothing from where you are, on the other side of the door. No walls, no ceiling, just this 3 square by 2 square large place to stand on the other side of the door, and a few steps that seems to be going down on the left.
Do they go down, like, just into. Like, they just disappear?
They seem to just go down into the abyss.
Like, do they. Can we see. Like, how far down can we see until it just stops? Until we can't see anymore? I mean.
You enter the room. You go on this little landing of six square.
Yeah.
You step forward and you realize that it was a question of point of view. From where you were beyond the door, you couldn't see what was underneath. But the moment that you step inside and you look down, you realize that those steps are going down to a room. And from where you are, you can see the entirety of the room. It is a massive labyrinth. Well, it's not as massive for the player, but it's massive for the characters. because well, on a grid like this, it's a 10 square by 10 square, but for you, each square is 9 squares, so 3 by 3. So it actually is, from your character's point of view, nearly 300 feet wide by 300 feet deep, and walls everywhere. But the hallways are large, and the corridors are very deep. One thing that feels odd when you look at this is that the walls seems to be made of pure energy. Black, opaque energy. And from where you're standing, you can see the entrance. It's right down the stairs to your left. But you don't see the exit of the labyrinth.
So are we basically looking at the top-down view of a maze,
Yeah.
but we can't see the exit?
No. Oh, sorry.
Are any of the paths like covered? Or is
No.
it all kind of open from the top?
It's kind of, it looks open from the top, as in you can see in it. Is it truly opened? Is it just that the ceiling is transparent? That's a detail you can't see from your point of view right now.
No. Uh,
Hold on. I was trying to give you the image that you see, but I forgot to open it. And share screen. And this one here. I suggest clicking on it so that it becomes the central image of your screen. And I think this is
the entrance down at T78.
yes.
Okay. But we can't see an exit.
No.
And there's nothing else. If I look up, like parallel to where we're standing, just out,
It's just
nothing.
yeah.
Black.
Yeah.
Raymond, can you see anything in there? Looks empty to me. So we go down there and either it starts changing, right, or something else. But I feel like it starts changing. That's what wizard mazes do.
So, like I said.
Well, there are plenty of ways to check.
So, like I said, for you, the character, it's a 10 by 10 maze. But for your character, it's a 300 by 300 feet.
Oh,
maze.
right. It's 'cause each square is 4 squares.
Each square is actually nine squares, 3 by 3. I just didn't have time to redo the scale.
It looks like 4 by 4, but it's 3 by.
Yeah.
Or it looks like 2 by 2, but it's 3 by. Okay.
Oh yeah, that's true. I didn't notice that I used a pattern that feels like 4 by 4. Sorry, it's 3 by 3.
No, I thought that was purposeful. That was what it was doing. All right. summon my familiar. It's an owl. And I have it just fly straight down, not down the stairs, but just straight down to the middle of the maze. And try and enter it to see if there is a roof
Oh,
that is
interesting.
invisible.
I thought that one of you would try and fly over there. Okay. So you send out your owl.
Why the fuck would we do that?
I
One
don't
of us
know.
is
Audience,
just
audience did,
an expendable one.
audience did try to force a labyrinth like this earlier and nearly
That
got killed.
that is true.
I don't know why. I don't know where
Nearly.
I started, why I started thinking that. That's so odd. All right, so um, your owl starts flying out, and the moment he flies over where would be the edge of the labyrinth, you see him freeze in midair. And slowly he seems to be turning into an ice sculpture. Beautiful ice sculpture, very detailed.
Is that if he's just starting to turn, I will. Can I zorp him away?
Because of the nature of this, because he's a familiar, yeah, I'd say you can.
Yeah. All right. And then was that like as he was about to like land on it, or was that just
As he
like
was
once he
about
entered over its airspace, quote unquote?
just as he was about to touch the T line.
Okay. But still like 20 or 30 feet up from that?
Yep.
Okay. Hmm.
It
Well,
makes you think that everything above this is just a huge column of
uh-huh.
that.
Yeah. Interesting. Don't want to do that. Um, if I summon my familiar again right next to me, uh, does it keep turning dice, or is it just
Um,
partially frozen?
it's partially frozen because he was just shoved inside of a dimensional space and not desummoned and resummoned. He is partially frozen. The extremities of his wings are solid ice. His feet had started to turn into solid ice as well. You think you're gonna have to recast him if you want him to regain the use of his beak. But even more worrying is that as you look at him and feel so bad for how painful that's all gonna feel as it's when it turns back to normal, you notice that he immediately starts to melt. Not thaw, melt. The elements of his body, which were transformed into ice, are just turning into water.
I'll
Yup.
send him away again. I'll fix it later. Bye. Sorry.
If you had to guess, and you don't have an incredibly large sample pool, but if you had to guess, someone who would try to do this would lose something like 3 hit points every turn as he's melting.
Which a owl does not have.
That's why I say you do not have a large sample pool.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Um.
Unfortunately, he wasn't frozen all the way to the core.
Mhm.
If audience had done that, well, you guess that he might have something like 2 or 3 minutes before he's just a pool of water.
Ugh. Um. I'm not seeing any other way to cheese this. I guess we just go in. You know what should I asked for from uh, Gambu? This ball of yarn. Remember
I
the story
mean,
about this
it's
dude
not a
named
bad
Theseus?
idea. I have exactly what you need. It's called, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing this right, a Theseus yarn.
Mhm. Do you guys not hear the myth of Theseus while we were in Bahanor? It was one of their heroes.
Audience,
Never heard of him.
He
audience,
also was
any
a ship.
ideas?
I don't know, I think we just walk down and head in.
Don't like it, but don't got much of a choice, that we?
Yeah. Let's see what we got. Looking through just my random shit.
All right.
I've got a total of 100 feet of rope.
Raimi just presents once more his armbands. Living on the edge, fighting crime, spinning webs. Sorry, there have been multiple Spider-Man themes. I just picked one.
That's all right.
No, for serious. There are so many Spider-Man cartoons. So many.
Yeah.
Blame the movies. It feels like each
I can't
movie
even blame
got
the
its
movies.
own cartoon.
I can't even blame the
feel like all the
movies, though.
cartoons
Like, even
came out
before the movies, there were a
before-
shit
yeah.
ton.
Yeah, blame the comics is the real for being so, or do you blame the character for being popular? I think.
I blame the character for being sad.
Wow.
How would you feel if you lost your best uncle because you decided to not do the right thing?
Look, if
Yeah,
we had
best
more
uncle.
time,
Yeah.
I would discuss
Peter Parker actually
exactly
has
how.
a different uncle named Joe, but he doesn't care about him. So.
Look, if we had all night, I would discuss all of the different tragedies in Peter Parker's life, but we don't have enough time in the evening.
Mhm.
It doesn't even start with Uncle Ben.
Actually, what am I doing? I entered, but I turn around and walk back out and up the stairs, or attempt to walk back out and up the stairs. Does it work? Can
Yes,
I get
it
out?
does.
All right, sweet. Well, that's good. And then I go back up to where I can see and jot this down.
All right. So, if you decide to write down this, I will give it to you all in Discord. So,
And Raimi will assist in the way that he does.
here you go.
Looks
Oh,
accurate.
I
in
forgot
fact-
to remove
Teacher, when
fish.
did you start hallucinating things? That doesn't look anything like it. Just randomly added some stuff in there.
No, but it's because it's Remy. You know, he starts drawing it before you come back, and that's why you're inside of the picture when you get there. All right. So this
Or
is
actually, you know what? What do you guys think about somebody staying up here to keep a bird's eye view as we go through?
Raimi briefly stares at that last comment.
Hey, you've got options. You can leave Onak here, you can leave Terry here, you can leave audience here. Right now, he looks like he's bored.
It's a puzzle. The paladin doesn't know what to do.
I can't hit it!
You know what? Why don't we?
Well-
Well, I will bring Terry out. And hey, Terry, what does that look like to you?
A box with walls made out of light inside.
Okay. So we got to get through that somehow. Oh, now that I think about it, I kind of wanted Terry to be in it with us, to be looking to see.
I mean, the
things. But
easy
also, if there's a
solution
bunch
would
of
be-
traps in there. I don't want to run into that. But if we end up,
I mean,
hmm,
the easy solution would be to set up a telepathic bond, so that way there's
Yeah.
just always it's more the observant one that is looking above, and then everybody else is given the necessary information.
Yeah, that would probably. Are you saying you would be the observant one?
As long as you don't call it a bird's eye view.
Sounds good. You also have a spyglass, right?
Yep.
All right. Good to me.
All right.
And while he is richly casting that, I will richly cast Detect Magic so that I have it up for the first bit of foraying into this.
You cast Detect Magic, and you become blind because the whole thing is made out of magic, and there's a column of magic go above the labyrinth. Your eyes might
What
adapt.
school? I'm assuming the column is evocation, but what school is the actual maze? Like, is the magic coming out of the actual maze? Is it conjuration?
Oh,
Transmutation?
actually, that's an interesting thought. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And hold on. And that would be You you look inside of that maze, and it takes a while before your eyes start to adjust and you can actually start counting the numbers of enchantment inside of the labyrinth. There's roughly 85 evocation spell working simultaneously down there.
Ah,
Ooh. Okay, so it's a labyrinth. It's a labyrinth full of traps, but you have to keep going through the labyrinth in order to find the exit without
Yeah.
actually knowing where the exit is.
yeah. Can I see where these traps or these evocation spells are vaguely?
It feels like every section, every 15 feet by 15 feet wall section is an evocation spell on its own. The outside perimeter of this is an evocation spell on its own. Oh, yeah, and you don't know where it is, but you can feel the magic. There's three. It used to be two a single school, but they stopped using that term for that school. Hold on. Here we go. And 3 conjuration spell.
There's a non-zero chance that one of the conjurations might actually be a teleport out of the maze.
Yeah. I mean, there was already a teleport out as a trap. I wouldn't be surprised if he made another one.
Well, there's really only one way to find out.
Yep.
All right. So, Remy is the one that stays on the landing, and Audience and Fisher go inside of the labyrinth.
Yep.
All right.
Now, here's my question. Why
Yeah.
isn't the glowing ball in this part of the puzzle?
Which glowing ball?
Like, well, a glowing ball. It's like, or at least a very nice looking ball. It's like held
Something
by a very
shiny to point us
attractive. It's like held by a very attractive rock singer, or no, pop singer. Excuse me.
No, I got
Okay.
the reference, but you're forgetting. When the movie starts, he's got 3 balls. No, 4.
Oh, my bad. You think I'd be very good at counting balls.
All right.
And hopefully it's not going to take you 13 hours to go through the labyrinth.
Righty. How tall are these walls now that I'm on the same level as them?
Each wall section is 15 feet by 15 feet.
Oh, yeah, so 15 feet. Oh, yeah. Yeah. All right. Because
All right. So, Audience and Fisher, the moment that you both step inside of that labyrinth, the image that you see changes. Remy, the image that you see changes.
I knew it.
The image goes from hold on. Where's the
Now the maze shifts into the form of a penis.
Got him.
I didn't know that your old master was a pedophile.
Well, he did kidnap several children.
All
Well,
right, all right.
bought some of them.
I
but-
understand why you would say that.
Yeah, for labor.
Yeah.
Okay, you find yourself with
Last I checked, that was still a crime. Well, in modern times.
the labyrinth turns into this image, Remy. And if you can't see the difference, hold on. Because you're watching this from the... why does it...
Watching it happen to tell the difference.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm trying to find out the other one up, and did it change?
Oh, yes.
I don't think it changed.
Oh, yes, it changed.
Uh,
Oh, no. The image
no,
that you
it
are
didn't.
seeing did not change. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah, I was
Okay, I
like,
was just like, wait a
I'm
minute.
looking at it.
It's like
I was like, man, there must be something real small.
I can admit to some visual impairments, but I'm pretty sure I'm still pretty good
Okay,
at seeing.
that does look different.
All right. And because Remy is looking at this from bird's eye view,
Remy shoots the DM.
here's
Hard to shoot the DM because you got to get through the fourth wall first.
here's the appearance of the new floor for you, Remy. And so, right now, audience and Fisher look trapped because the door has disappeared and there's no door leading out. But, Remy, you also see 3 dots of light which seems to have appeared in the labyrinth. Right now, they're on each of the 3 furthest corners of where this is. So A1, A20, and T20.
The stream closed.
Sorry?
Remy communicates this new information.
The new map, the stream is not showing on Discord.
Is not showing on Discord?
Yeah, I'm looking at it and it says the stream has ended.
Oh. It just needs to to restart. Sorry. There you go.
You know, you really ought to fill your bladder up before you start, because otherwise we're not going to have a consistent stream.
Good idea. Oh,
a
I
bladder?
already almost out of
No.
water. All right.
Remy, can you get a good closer look at those orbs? Closer
You
look
know
from far away.
what? It's like Rainbow will at least try with the spyglass, but he does have another option if it won't let him.
Okay.
Enhance. Let me enhance.
Enhance. Enhance.
What?
So, I don't know, what role would this be?
Why is it giving me the option to rate the stream?
It's a new feature, raid yourself, bitch.
No, it interpreted the end of the map being shown as the end of a stream, the end of the conference call. So it wants to know my opinion. Come on. I think there's a glitch.
1 star down vote. 1 star down vote.
So you're looking with the spyglass at those little orbs, and they look slightly transparent. They're floating off the ground. One of them has a faint red glow. One has a yellow glow, and one has a blue glow. So A1 red, A20 yellow, T20 blue.
So, one at a time, Raimi will flash the different appearances of the orbs.
All right.
Okay. So,
Guess which one do we go for first?
right now you have two options, going up or going right.
So we go right. That's the closest one. Before we move,
Yep.
I don't like floors in a trapped maze.
Interesting.
Audience, will you be able to fly in these tight quarters without going up?
Audience?
Sam,
You're muted.
you're still muted.
You're still muted.
Oh, I'm still
There we
muted.
go.
There we go. Okay. That's a good question. I would stretch out my wings to see if it was big enough.
How tall are you?
I'm like
7 something.
yeah, 7 something.
It's
Tall
tight.
for an NBA player.
So usually for something to fly, the wingspan, a single wing is about as long as the height of the animal. So if you're 7 feet tall, this means that your wings, when they are completely open, probably stretch 7 feet in each direction, which means you have a wingspan of 14 feet. You don't have a lot of room. Turning in there is going to be difficult, but you can glide through hallways.
Okay. I'll say turning is going to be tight. I'm not going to be super maneuverable, but yes, I can slide through.
I was thinking if we just try and fly so we don't have to touch the ground, if there's any floor triggers.
That's going to be
That'd be
difficult because every time you're going to flap your wing, you're going to gain altitude, and you don't have a whole lot of maneuvering room. It's 15 feet in total. So if you jump and you are in the middle of this, you only have a few feet up and down. Do not touch the invisible ceiling or the floor.
All right.
So I'm just going to let you know that it's going to be acrobatics with a, for Remy, I would say easy DC, but for audience, kind of hard DC.
All right. You know what? In that case, I think we'll just use my flying. That way you don't have to worry about your wings and stuff.
Okay.
So I will upcast fly to 4th level to target the both of us. And let's move right,
All right.
hovering just a couple feet off the ground.
So, all right, you move right. You move 1 square right, 2 square right. And now you have a choice. You can keep moving right or you can go up.
I think we're going to T20.
There's a wall that's preventing you to reach T20 from in a single flight.
Well, we have the fly spell, so I can hover.
I know, but there's a wall.
Yeah, well, yeah. So we'll go to T. Was that 16 and then up
15,
and down?
16. All right, all right, all right.
Yeah.
So, 1, 2, 3 squares. You move 3 squares, and once again, the floor plan change. Annoying, I know. And it's so much easier to do this in stream rather than on this. All I have to do is switch the...
If I believe you can in Discord, you can stream like a screen as opposed to an application, and then you could just like move. It might be easier that way to just move the different mazes in and out.
repeat that?
So when you go to stream
Yes.
in Discord, right, you share your screen, and
Yeah.
then it lets you pick between streaming a specific application, which I'm assuming you're doing, or just the entire screen. And so if you stream just a screen, I guess it depends how many monitors you have set up, and if you have a screen to just do that, that way you could just...
Yeah, no, I didn't set up other screens.
Okay.
But, it's not a bad idea for me to open them all. So that way I don't have to try and always figure out which one it is. All right, so... and it becomes... this one here. There's always that sound that makes me worried. All right. You are
15, 16?
Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Here you go. 3.
I believe it looks like we could still keep going.
Yes, you can.
Go over to 17, 18. Like we'll keep making our way to that corner. Well, we can.
Remy, from where you are, the new layout is... this is the new layout. just send it through Discord. All right. And transitions for this one. Here we go. So this is the new layout that you can see, Remy. Once again, everything has changed, and the dots of light started moving.
Oh shit!
The red, but right now only the red dot has moved, and he's moved to the left. He moved all the way to the wall, and then it stopped, and then it changed. Now, oddly, it's moving back toward its corner where it was. The yellow dot starts moving down, and the blue dot doesn't move.
The blue dot's the one at T20, right?
Yes. So at the end of this...
Hey, the kids are running around.
All right. Fisher, keep moving toward the blue dot.
Yeah.
All right. So you move 2 squares, and you're forced to move up because now the maze has changed to that.
Okay.
If I could only stream a portion of a screen, that would be so useful because I would simply pick
Yeah.
OBS.
What are you opening these in?
I'm using the basic image, what you use to view JPEGs.
I'm not familiar. Is there a way to like put them all in it and then just swap between them? So
I
wouldn't know.
I guess I could try something.
Or is
Hold
there a
on.
way to like open multiple tabs of it in itself?
So, hold on. There might be something that I can do. Let's see if I can't. That might feel weird, but okay. If I do this, and then do this. All right. It's not large enough. Ah! Yes. All right. I think I know how I can do something here. All right. So, oh, come on. That's just me. If I do this, and instead I give you not this one, but this one. Yeah, I have to simply have to put the right one here. Okay, good. That's interesting. That can work. All right, so you are here. I simply have to use this one here. And I simply rotate through these things like this. No, that's not what I ask. Okay. Come on, deselect. and now you have this. Okay, well, and I'm going to have to rely a bit on this. All right. That might actually work. All right, so now I don't have to reframe the image every time. So here's the image for the new maze. And now you find yourself blocked from going directly to where you wanted to go.
Yeah. Remy, do you think we backtrack and see if it swaps back or if it swaps to a new one?
Well, only one way to find out.
All right. We will backtrack a little bit till it changes.
Okay.
And then see if it goes back to where we were or if it swaps to a new thing.
Okay, so you go back. You go back until it changes?
Yeah.
Okay, 1, 2. You go back until it changes. It takes a few moments, but...
And does it change at the spot it changed last time, or does it change after we've covered the same amount of distance that we just covered?
Nice question. It changes after you covered the same type of distance that you covered the first time. And it changes to this one. And meaning you are right here. And this is what you see right now. Remy,
All right.
your friends can't see it because the walls are opaque, but you can. There is a door now on the other side. A15 and 16.
Well, fellas, looks like I found the door.
Hey, that's something. The question is, do we need to collect all the Dragon Balls before we get out the door?
I mean,
If
maybe
you
we'll
take-
try to take a closer look at the door. It's like, see
Yeah.
if there's anything in particular that would
Are
suggest.
there 3 doorknobs missing?
As best as you can tell, the door seems to be open. It's really just an exit. And the 3 dots have moved once again. Well, not the 3, but the red one has stayed where it was. The yellow one has moved back to the left a bit. The blue one... It had moved all the way to a wall, but then the labyrinth changed, and now it moved back down. Sorry. So far, unless there is something that really feels that you've missed, the balls seem to be moving randomly. So you're not sure if when they don't move, it's because they don't want to move or because they're following a pattern, sort of like, okay, move to the right, move to the left, and if there's a wall, well, they just stop. But they don't seem to be subjected to the same restriction as your friends. They can move more than 3 squares and nothing happens for them.
You see, now wondering what happens if, you do the classic back and forth until you've covered the right amount of distance and it changes. See if you can manipulate the maze so that you can get to where you want to.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I mean, that's kind of what we just did, but that was us testing it. Do we just?
That's absolutely what we were trying to do. What do you mean?
I think we just go back or go right, up, right. Try and keep getting closer to that. Also, where is the blue one now? Is it still in the corner?
It is at MN 19 and 20 right now.
Shit. That's farther away. I think we keep going, turn around and go back again, though. I think we... Or has any of them entered the maze, or have they kept to the side? I mean, they're in it, but have they gone inwards, or have they all kept to the edges?
Right now, they seem to have kept to the edges, but
we don't know if that's coincidence or not.
Yeah.
I kind of want to keep trying to get into this corner. I think we move right, up, right, and then see how it changes.
Oh, that's because I can't do that. Okay, good. Phew, I thought there was
something. It seems to be changing every time we move 3, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Remy, I'm keeping you up to date. So far, these are the floors that you've seen. I sent it to you in Discord. Because you have photographic memory, and that's really just how your memory works. You're just watching this. You just have... Okay, pictures, nice. All right, so you move back and forth until it changes again.
We move back. Oh, yeah. Raymond, were you thinking we just go like back and forth, just one?
Yeah, it's like
Okay.
Like one, we would see what happens, and then
yeah.
All right, so 1, 2, 3. Which means in the end, you've only moved once to the left. And you find yourself... Oh, come on. It's just mean. All right. And you find yourself here. And that was here. Remy, it seems to have gone back to the first floor that you saw. There is no longer a door on the other side of the labyrinth, but the door through which your party entered has become visible again.
How many iterations has it gone through?
You've counted 5 different floor plans. I've sent them to you in order also on Discord.
So it sounds like we just circled back to the first one we saw.
Well, the real question is will it go in the same order or will it jump around a bit?
Yeah.
But it does seem like there is an end in sight. If you guys can get to the door, it's like at the time when the floor is in the correct spot.
It also looks like the area around the door is pretty open, so if we get to the door and then just kind of walk in circles a little bit until we get there, we should be able to. Low likelihood of a wall, appearing right in front of our face when the door's there. The question is, do we want to bother with trying to figure out these orbs, or do we want to rush the door?
The orbs have moved again. The red orb is at E5. The yellow orb is at D14. And the blue orb is at M17. So 2 of them have moved inward, and one of them is still kept mostly to the edge.
Uh-huh.
They also seem to only move after the labyrinth has changed shape. And then they move all the way, they move all the way to a wall. And then they wait for the labyrinth to change again. That's what you see, Remy.
I think while the rest of the party is like moving it around, like Remy is going to see if he can correlate the directions that the party is making with the movement of the orbs.
Okay. So now, where are you going from where you are?
We're going up, up, left.
You don't have much of a choice if you go up.
Yeah.
All right. So, labyrinth changes to. Oh. It's slightly mean, but that's the way things change. And the new shape of the labyrinth is this one here. And when you stopped, you were
Right there.
here.
All right. And then I want to go right, up.
Okay. Hold on. Gotta see how. Oh, okay.
Not to metagame or anything, but it sounds like the sound of dice is happening before these orbs move. Makes you
There's an
think they're
odd
directed.
sound that you're hearing from far, far
That-
away.
that-
Something
that's the
mechanical
sound
is
that-
moving.
There's a little inside each of these orbs. There's a little monkey with a die, and it rolls the die, and then depending on what face it lands on, the orb decides to go in its turn direction.
Actually, the orb is an illusion. There's a little hamster in a wheel, that in a ball that just keeps running through the maze. All right, so you're moving right. For the orbs, the red one is at E5, the blue one is at I17, and the yellow one just seems to have moved once to the right, so it's at C15 right now. And so you move, you said right, and then up or down?
Up.
And then you move up. And then it switches to this. Ooh. Oh, come on. And the labyrinth becomes this. And you are here. This is where you are. Remy, from your point of view, you notice that there's not a lot of distance between your party and the blue orb. Aww.
Oh, hopefully these aren't like ghosts in Pac-Man.
Actually, and this one goes here, and this one. 1, 2, doesn't move. The yellow one hasn't moved. The red one is now at H6, and the blue one is at I15, which means Fisher. At the end of the hallway, you see the blue orb right now. Fisher in audience. You see the blue orb.
Okay.
Wait, you said Did you say N15?
I15.
I15. Okay, I was like, that's where we are. And it just changed, right?
Yeah.
I think we should be able to get there. So we go up, and then as we're getting closer to it, I'm not concentrating on detect magic because
No,
I
because
have
you're
to cast
flying.
Fly. Yep.
Like,
I'm gonna go for it.
okay.
Yoink. How
You
big
go.
is it?
It
this
is
a baseball, a watermelon,
Actually,
a beach ball.
um, oh, in English, which one is it in English? The big one with red pulp.
Big green one?
Yeah, green exterior, red pulp inside with black seeds.
Yeah, watermelon.
Yeah, watermelon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, it's the same thing in French. It's roughly the size of a watermelon, and as you move toward it, you feel that it's also radiating something. In this case, you feel it's radiating cold. I'll give you the possibility to change your mind and say that you are in the square before it.
We're in the square before it.
So, do you cover the remaining distance and try to grab it, or do you not like frozen watermelon?
Oh, frozen watermelons. But, I think this is a frozen watermelon. Audience, do you want to go touch it? I'm concentrating on our flying, so
That is true. That is true. This looks frozen.
it's cold. It's emanating.
It's radiating a cold energy, and it is the size of a watermelon. This is why I said frozen watermelon.
Yeah.
Sure.
It's a decent chance it explodes in ice.
Audience, before he goes touch it, is gonna have his dragon eat one of his gems of cold, and then he's gonna go. Pick
There you
it up.
go.
All right.
I really hope that these orbs don't have the melty effect, because that would suck.
I'm sure it's fine. He's got a lot of those hit points.
All right.
I've got Dispel Magic.
Fisher, you stay behind. Audience, you move forward and you grab little sucker. And just like a fireball, it... Make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Remy's just got his head in his hands up there. What are they doing? Does it also hit
Just
me?
like
No, just the square
12.
on which it is.
Okay.
Oh, so you failed your saving throw, but fortunately you gave yourself resistance.
Actually, immunity.
Immunity! Oh, never mind then. You just glisten with frosty color. But you
guys,
have...
I think
But you
my
can tell me
Switch
how much.
controller-
If you want to tell me how much I would have taken, you're happy to.
Guys, I think my Switch controller started drifting. just audience just started walking toward the enemy.
It feels like you would have taken 26 points of frost damage.
Oh, that's not too much.
I was gonna say that's a spicy meatball, but it's cold, so that's actually a minty meatball.
Audience will just be like, okay, it blew up.
All right. You want to come back over here? Before,
Is there anything else while I'm over here?
I don't think so. I also am curious to see if just you moving back and forth is going to change it again.
I was sure you were going to say that because the way you smiled when you said, do you want to move back here?
Sure, I'll move back and forth.
All right, audience, you move back to where Fisher is. As you are watching your friends move, Remy, you notice that the blue orb has reappeared in a different corner. T1. And the maze shifts just as audience moves back toward all of you. Toward you, Fisher.
Well, at least we now know that the orbs are an obstacle, not a goal.
And you don't want to get hit too many times, because it's going to start stinging after a while. And you are here. Alright, so Fisher, you have your confirmation. 3 movement is anyone's. All of you 3 movement. So you can get stuck with people in different corners of the maze if you're not careful.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Remy has an interesting confirmation. There is no limit to the movement that these orbs have. When they travel in a direction, they fly all the way to the next wall, because the blue one, that was a T1, flew all the way to T18, where there was another wall. The red one is now at H7, and the yellow one is at A15.
Honestly, Fisher,
Yeah, go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
it kind of sucks that you kind of fucked over your familiar, because otherwise you'd have a pretty easy way to cheese this.
Yeah.
I could get a familiar if we need a familiar to choose it with.
Oh, damn. You're cold, man.
No, he's immune to cold.
Yeah.
Just established that.
I am immune to cold.
I mean, how much different is it for something else to be moving back and forth versus just us moving back and forth where we are?
Well, the difference is that it doesn't matter how far your familiar goes. If all movement is counted, it's like then your familiar moves, the maze changes, and you can always just bring your familiar back and have them move for you again.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, you can stand anywhere you want. It's like have the familiar move for you. It's like, especially if you don't want to move anywhere that would be inconvenient, and then you could eventually just make your way to the door.
Yeah.
But things we didn't know.
Yeah. Where's the blue one now?
T18.
Okay. And the yellow, where the yellow and the red.
A15.
They're both on A15?
No, the blue one is at T18. The yellow one is at A16.
Okay.
Or 15. It's the same square.
And the red
H8.
H8. Okay. I think we go up, left, up. Yes.
So you try and move up?
Yeah.
All right. 1, 2, and 3. So the labyrinth becomes this. And you all are right here. This is the new shape of the labyrinth. The orb is moved here, and this orb is moved here. So, labyrinth has changed again. The door reappears. The exit door reappears. And you have the yellow orb at F15, the red orb at O7, and the blue orb at T20.
I think we go up, down, up. So we end at EF 1314.
Okay. In that case, I'm going to start removing a few of the layers because the image is going to get increasingly heavy and it's going to take a toll on the software. All right, you are here. Remy, the door has disappeared, the entrance has reappeared, and Fisher, the yellow orb, is right next to you, to your right. It is radiating electricity. The red orb, they haven't moved yet, so let's see what happens. The red orb actually moves this way. Oh, the blue orb is in a dead end. And no, actually wrong. The blue orb went up, and the yellow orb zooms toward you.
And I cast do I have time to cast a spell that takes an action?
Which spell?
Vortex
What level?
Orb. Second.
Roll for initiative between you and the orb.
That's not good. 8.
Okay. No, you don't. The orb beats your initiative.
Fair enough.
And it kabooms where you are. Which again, I will have Constitution for audience and Fisher.
That is gonna be a lot. 27.
17.
So for you, Fisher, you said 27?
Yeah.
Damn. All right. Fisher, you succeed. Audience, you fail. Oh, low, no, pretty average roll, I'd say. 20 points of lightning damage for you, Fisher. It's half of that.
All right. I believe, audience, you are resistant. to
Yes, I
lightning.
am also resistant to lightning.
So, the only one that is of concern is the red one.
Stream ended. Again.
Again? Damn.
Yeah. I think if you minimize the application you're streaming, it ends you streaming it.
No, I'm pretty sure I didn't, but all right. All right.
Or if you if something full screens over it, or I don't really remember.
Oh, yeah, that's right. If I put the OBS over all of you, you just disappear. All screen becomes black. Okay, that's probably why it keeps closing. Okay.
Does it explode on us and keep going past us?
No, it bursts and disappear, and Remy sees it reappearing at a 19.
That's the direction I want to be headed in. But
Remy, you can probably deduce by now that they always reappear in a corner. Which corner seems to be a little bit more random, but a corner nonetheless.
all right. Let's.
In a way, I was half right. They do kind of work like in Pac-Man.
Yeah. Up. Left. Right. So we end at CD 1314.
CD for. So you mean upright?
Oh
And
yeah,
left.
sorry, yeah. Yes.
Because Remy, what you see
Sorry,
is
that-
kind of
that
baffling. You see
electricity
him. You see him go
short-circuited my
up
brain.
and then turn and wham in the wall.
Just like never see it coming. To outwit the maze, you must first outwit yourself.
If I don't know what I'm doing, they don't know what I'm doing.
I mean, it's hard to argue with that, but all right. Is it really a good idea?
I mean, what's the difference between a good idea and a bad idea, really?
I see your point. There's always that little element of surviving the idea, but you know, for everything else, I see your point. All right. You are now on floor 2 of the rotation.
All right, now we go. Where's our orbs at?
The red orb has just moved to L12. The yellow orb, 1, 2, 3, has wisped. You saw it. You saw the light just go on the wall right next to it. Is that it has moved all the way to A11, and the blue orb has moved to E20.
So I think we go left, up, down.
Once again.
Right. Fuck me. What's happening? Right, up, down.
Remy, you see your friend turn around and wham into a wall. And it's the same
man,
wall
that-
as the other time.
Man,
Fisher doesn't have a
this
built-in
maze is
surgeon
really-
back there. My circuits
Well-
got shorted a little bit.
It's like, when are we going to install the Minotaur update onto Fisher?
So, right, up, and for the last move, right or left?
Down.
Down. Okay.
Just in case I don't want that yellow orb coming straight back across.
All right. Where's the third one? Here we go. This is the third one. You are right here. All right, this is where you are right now. And the orbs. Okay. So you do not move. Good intuition. I don't know for how long, but you see the orb go back and stop at the wall, and now it's right in front of you, staring at you. And 1, 2,
Get.
3, 4.
That's where I need to go.
Yeah. So the red orb hasn't moved. It's still at L11. The yellow orb is in front of you, and the blue orb has moved to A20. You're surrounded, Fisher. What are you gonna do?
Wait, so the
The yellow orb is right in front of you, And the blue orb
Uh-huh.
is at a
Blue is
20.
at D20. Not moving anywhere. I'm going to now that I'm here, I'm going to test which of these. Do I want to do the one I just did, or do I want? I'm going to try and cast Dispel Magic on it.
Okay. I was going to say let's roll to see if you can dispel it, but I just rolled a natural 1, so unless you roll a natural 1 as well, you succeed.
I believe in you,
Roll the net.
Fisher.
I rolled a 20.
I believe you can roll a natural 1.
So we oppose a natural 1 with a natural 20, is that it?
Yeah. So I mean, I get 2 chain reaction through the wall.
No, but I'm willing to give you that it's going to take it longer to reappear.
Sick. I'll take it.
All right. I mean,
Honestly, Fisher, I'm really disappointed. I was really hoping you'd roll a natural 1.
I'm sorry.
So disappointed.
Here, let me use a luck point.
Fishing for nat 1s.
Because I said bird earlier.
All right. So, where did you move?
With that one gone, we will run back and forth real quick.
All right.
Up, down,
so
up.
Up, down,
And then
up.
left to run into the wall. Just
Well, right now, no, it just keeps happening. You want to go
We're gonna
left,
go up,
but
right,
it's a long
down,
hallway.
left.
Your circuits are weird, man. All right. So the new configuration is this one. You're here, feeling confident because
I immediately turn to the right and try and dispel magic on the orb that's I'm preparing to be coming at me.
all right, well, because everything's happening at the same time, roll initiative to see who between the two of you gets to attack the other.
Oh my god. 6.
6. Natural 1.
Got him.
You see it arriving and just in time. Roll to see if you can dispel it.
For my intelligence check, that is a 16.
It disappears.
Sweet. I need 2 of those. Come on. There we go. Wait. Come on.
Right now, there's only this. The red orb keeps moving away. M11. Should have placed more orbs in there.
All right. And then I think we go down, up, down.
Down, up, down.
Up, down, down, left, right, B, A, start.
Game crashes. You fall through the floor.
Check. The cheat code that deletes the floor.
No, you crashed
Curse
the game.
you, Konami!
Up through the door.
All right. You go up through the door. 1, 2. All right. Well, because I am a nice person in general, I'm not going to make you go through all of this with Remy trying to figure this out while in the labyrinth. The moment that you traverse, you find yourself in a small room, barely large enough to hold all of you. There's a long hallway, once again, but the hallway splits as a T at the end. But next to you, there is a switch.
Flip it.
All
You
of
get
the
teleported
wall.
back to the beginning.
Said it was a nice person, not a weird one.
Turn up down.
No, Remy, you see the walls of the floor disappearing, so you can rejoin your
I
friends.
try and move it left.
The last thing you see, Remy, as you go down the stair is Fisher turning toward the solid granite wall next to him and slam into it.
One last hurrah.
One last one to knock everything back into place.
All right. How about we go take the break? And we'll be back in 15 minutes. And I'll reset the arrangement because, damn, the picture has grown so heavy. All right. Here we go with the march sounds. And we go with the break. All right, see you back in 15 minutes. Bye. All right, and we're back. We're here. We don't need all of the. Oh, sorry. We don't need all of the maze, and we don't need a token for everyone. There we go. All right, so it only takes Remy, well, a few moments because you still have to cover 300 feet to to reach your friends. So it takes a minute, but you reunite
Not in
with
a
your
rush.
friends. Yeah. You reunite with your friends, and you find yourself on this, once again, landing with a long hallway. But this hallway ends in a T-junction. So maybe something like 15...
Hold up real quick. Remy gives Fisher a high five.
Hell yeah.
Well, Fisher is 6 feet something, and Remy is 5 feet, so maybe a low five.
It's a high five.
I know, it's like it's the highest five you possibly can. And a high five the sky, motherfucker.
So for Remy, it's a high five, but for Fisher, it's a mid five.
That makes it sound lame. Like, yeah, that was just mid. It was not great.
That was such a mid five.
All right.
Also,
Yeah.
how many talons does Remy have?
I want to say 4, 3 on top and 1 below.
All right, that's so the same as Fisher. So it's a high 4.
Oh yeah, that means
Three-finger
that
club.
means you both look like cartoons, because all cartoons got 4 fingers.
Well, if you want to get really technical, it's like our characters are kind of drawn as cartoons.
And Well, no, I was gonna say it's probably the same reason why you only have four finger, but no, it's Remy. It's just because alien species. Fisher, it's probably laziness from the person who created you.
No, I specified the middle
No.
his middle two fingers are one big. It's the but yet no that was a me design choice.
Okay.
Oh no, no.
Okay.
I think maybe the point is like the designer of Fisher.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, in world yeah okay.
Yeah, it's just like I mean, I could give it 5 fingers, but it's inevitably gonna lose
It
one of
doesn't
them.
need that many.
No, but it's the same reason why they only drew four fingers to cartoon, because it was too difficult to drawing the fifth one.
I mean, nobody likes drawing hands.
Yeah.
Yeah, even AI don't like drawing hands. So
And the people that do like drawing hands also like drawing feet, and that's kind of sus.
no, actually, it's very smart. Yeah, I knows if it gets feet properly, the feet fetish is just going to blow up, and they don't want that. So they intentionally mess up the feet. All right, so oh yeah, we don't need the marsh stones. All right.
Man, it suddenly got really marshy in this.
When did the toad move in? Damn.
Toad wizard.
Ah. So it's not an impotent mage, it's a wardy mage. It's worse than a worthy mage. So, like I said, you find yourself in this long hallway, maybe 15 feet before the hallway becomes a T-junction. There's a single light orb at the T-junction, giving a little bit of light no matter where you want to go. I don't. The first one, you said that you grabbed it and you moved it, but did you keep it at the end?
Like no,
if
I
you
did not.
You just got a drift globe. So
I mean, look, we have so many different sources of light.
We need more.
This is our way of blinding the enemy.
Yeah.
You know what? Make it a mechanic,
We're
and I
fighting,
will just keep
all our
grabbing random
enemies
bits of
are
light.
all about shadow and darkness.
And I didn't even try to make this about this, but I did thought about giving you a companion that was all about light and shadow. I thought you already had enough companions, so I didn't want to have to do another one.
Yep.
All right. So, how do you respond to this hallway ending in a T-junction with one going right, the other going left?
I guess we head down to the T junction part and look down.
Seems like a good
each
first step.
direction,
All right.
See which is where.
So you
Or
start
what's-
walking and
yeah.
meat pancake. No.
Damn. Well, good campaign, guys.
You see, we run into a red soldier and a blue soldier. One claims that the one tells only truths, while the other one tells only lies.
You got to figure out which door you want to go through. Damn it. All right. So you get at the T-junction. Fortunately, you did not check for trap, but you realize that when you get to the junction, and Remy has a moment of, damn, that was stupid, in his mind. But fortunately, there were no traps in this hallway. The junction they all go down another 15 feet, and then they turn, and you see a door on each one.
Is there anything differentiating?
Not from where you are. You would probably need to move in front of them to see if there's a symbol on them or something written on them. But right now, from the junction, you can't see a difference. I'd say, with the exception that Remy hears, because he has the highest passive perception, Remy hears from the right. Is that it? The right? Hold on. Yeah. Remy hears from the right mechanical sounds. And from the left, he's hearing a humming sound. The kind of humming that you hear when the light is just about to go out. You know, this kind of electric hum.
Mm-hmm.
That Raimi will offer the noises coming from both doors so that they can hear it.
Except, here's the problem. Remy can only replicate something, so if the noise is too subtle, they can't hear it because you're forced to replicate. Exactly.
That's why he shoves his beak in their ears.
What?
That's an interesting picture. You see Remy going, and there's no sound. He just goes, grabs Fisher right next to him, and do the sound in his ear.
Well, Gemtesh said there was a guardian to the room, right?
Yes.
I don't know if this was just a my assumption thing, but
There
guardians
is
generally
a
make
panic
mechanical
room.
noises.
There's a panic room somewhere in there, and protecting that panic room is a guardian. Yes.
Is a guardian, yeah. In my mind, guardians make mechanical noises.
And then sometimes make clay noises.
So it's either or.
So I'm thinking we go to the mechanical noises. I am not biased in any way.
So, I don't know, Sam, when audience has to get formal pants wear, it's like, does he let out on the left side of the pants or the right?
It's a good question.
Really think about this. It's very important.
No, I think it'd be the right.
All right, we're going to the door through the right.
In a way, I was scared that Remy would say something like he wants to speak into audience's microphone, so he turns around and grabs so he can hear the noise. All right, so you go to the right, which means the right is... Oh, I've closed it.
It's like a very systematic and logical way of making a decision.
He looks at audience's crotch and goes, "Huh, interesting. We go right." Although, are you going to audience's right or your right as you're watching this?
On through the right door. And by that I mean the correct door, so whichever one that is.
Yes, of course. That's exactly how I'm going to do this. All right. So, for those watching, this is what you see when you enter. And for all of you, this is what you see when you enter. And I need to change this. There we go. So, you enter this room, and it is. You immediately see the reason why it's mechanical. Well, because I used a JPEG instead of a short movie, you can't, but you could see the fan moving when I created this.
What? I have to use my imagination while I'm playing D&D? What is this?
I know. So unprofessional.
I demand that every aspect of the game be rendered both visually and audibly.
Audibly is a bit more difficult.
It's like I also demand that all food presented also be prepared and sent to me so that I can taste it personally.
That would be something weird. You start playing and you just receive the box of food. All right, I'm ready to start the session.
Oh, dang. Sorry, you guys didn't check. It was poisoned. You're dead.
Ah, that would be an interesting twist. And I'd go to jail immediately. All right. So, the room that you have in front of you is, as best as you can call it, some sort of generator room. There are fans, 4 fans, a huge generator in the middle, and it's working at a very slow rate. You could almost call this an idle state. To the right of the room, there is a huge energy orb that's been maintained there. There are various devices to analyze, and there are 2 desks and just a few bookcase.
Desk.
Okay.
I'll rifle through his stuff. And judge him for being dumb.
All right. So you go to the desks, and you quickly realize that it's a pretty elaborate research that he's doing. But he's doing research on arcane generators, especially those who you can rotate the frequency on the barrier. So those who work with multiple crystals. There are a wide variety of orbs on one of the desks. Most of them are transparent. A few actually do have a color on them, but so you have maybe half a dozen transparent orb on the desk to the left of the room, and 5 colored orb on the desk to the right of the room.
Color-wise and stuff, do these orbs remind me anything of like the marbles from like the gnomes lab that were representative of the different schools?
A little bit, in the sense that the colors are familiar. The table that has the colored orbs. Sorry, I miscounted. It's 4 colored orbs that are on the table. There is a red orb, and when you approach your hand to it, it emits a little bit of light. as if a light spell has been cast on it. The pink orb, when you take your hand closer to it, you don't know why, but man, you feel so nice about your friends. The green orb feels cold, and the purple orb shimmers when you get your hand close to it. On the table where there are the transparent orbs, there seem to be a device which with empty slots, and the slots seems to be exactly the same size as the orbs.
Is there any marking on the slots referencing what they are, would hold, would do? What are they connected to? Are they stands?
It does feel like you're supposed to put an orb there. However, there is on the other side there's a receptacle, but it's not meant to hold an orb. You feel like it's something meant to absorb energy or something like this.
I put a translucent orb in a slot and I cast a light on the receptacle, into the receptacle.
The orb turns red.
Hey guys, look at this. I did a thing. um, they take that orb and can I try and, instead of casting the spell, I try and use the orb to cast the spell. Or is it like if I pick up the red orb, does it just glow?
Yes, it starts glowing. When you pick it up, it
What
starts glowing as if a light spell,
was cast on it?
a bit weaker than what you would expect, but still
Okay.
emits light as a light spell.
Okay.
It's as if part of the energy was lost in the process, so it doesn't glow as bright
Uh-huh.
as it would, but it still glows.
Interesting. I put orb, another translucent orb. I take away the red orb, put another translucent orb there. And then I try and cast haste into the receptacle. Guys, I'm
Okay.
making meth.
The orb turns brown. The orb turns brown, and when you have it, you're hoping that it's gonna cast haste on you when you do this, but you just feel like you're a bit more jittery than usual. As if you were nervous.
Great, you invented anxiety.
I have bottled anxiety. Now, what to do with it? Not even good, just mild anxiety.
Just give it to everybody.
Yeah.
Share it with the world.
Oh, come on. That's not a nice image.
Uh,
All right, so we have some pre-made orbs. We have a
Yeah.
receptacle that turns magic into colored orbs.
Do these orbs look or resemble anything like the prayer orbs that like contain spells that we've seen people use that are like scrolls but not?
No. These orbs are usually very clear. It's not just transparent. It's almost like looking at a soap bubble. That
Okay.
is clearly a crystal, probably some sort of quartz sphere.
Okay.
Although, to be honest, a sphere that transparent can probably be sold on the market as a crystal ball of significant value.
Uh-huh. Hey,
Small.
Jorg, we found something you could scry with.
I
Oh, he's not here. Dang. Do I want to try any other spells?
Well, it's your spell slots.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm asking myself.
Well, let's maybe first figure out if we have to do anything with these. It seems like we have a
Yeah.
finite number of translucent
Yeah.
orbs.
Yeah, there were six orbs. So now you've got 4 translucent, 1 brown, and one red. And on the other table, you have a red, a pink, a green, and a purple.
All right. I guess I'll look around the rest of the room. Do I find any similar orb slots?
Make a perception roll. Well, technically, I think you could make an investigation roll if you start trying to pull things apart.
I might do that in a bit, but for now, that's a 21 or a 26 with turn ends.
Okay. The room is filled with more than one device to analyze things. And the thing at the center of it is a huge generator. You recognize it because you've seen it on some of the flying ships. And you do recognize that the generator seems to have a 8-slot barrel, meaning that someone using that on a ship can rotate the type of ship to any types of magic, creating. And the reason why they do this on ship is so that the barrier starts having strength and weaknesses. From the outside, it's nearly impossible to see the difference, but you've learned because of your travel through the Northern Isles, and one of you asked the question at that point, that if someone knows the rotation order, it's basically the same thing as knowing the shield frequency in Star Trek. You know exactly
When to hit
what
it
the
with
barrier
what.
is vulnerable, will take increased amount of damage. If you get it wrong, it takes a normal amount of damage, and if you get it really wrong, as the complete opposite of what you should, it becomes resistant to damage. With everything that's here, it really feels like the experiments were all in this room were all revolving around this.
Can I go through his notes and see if he has come to any conclusions about anything with
Yeah.
an Arcana check?
Yes.
Raimi will assist.
Okay.
Thank you.
I have no reason not to.
Yeah.
An audience looks at the generator and he just wants to hit it so bad that it starts functioning.
Blow it up. Oh, hell yeah. One of those is a 4, but the other is a 20,
All right.
which means I got a 35 and a 39 with Terranet's help.
Damn. So, The reason there was a 4 in this is because all of these little orbs are very shiny, and Remy was completely distracted. So he's the reason why he had a 4.
I see how it is.
Remy was just there looking, shiny balls, shiny balls. So, Fisher, you look at all of these notes, and it's a pretty detailed analysis of exactly that, the interaction between the powers. And judging from his note, you get the impression that he was even looking into how one can cancel the other. Meaning, for example, that if you are using an abjuration gem inside of a generator, if someone uses a transmutation gem, the barrier is going to become extremely weak. And it is possible with a strong enough blow to literally burst through that completely, nullifying
Using
the gem itself.
using the opposite gem in, say, like a arcane ballista that you're shooting out the barrier.
At least it's what he is looking into. He didn't manage to make this on a grand scale because arcane ballista and generators are extremely powerful, and elaborate structures like castles have multiple generators, which means they can have multiple gem active at the same time. So he never figured out how to use that for large-scale combat. But small scale, he did figure out how to nullify small barriers generated by arcane generators. But there's no mention of if this can be used against conjured magic. Just
Specifically stuff from a generator.
especially stuff made from machines which use arcane magic. Kind of furthering the idea that Remy had that maybe his old mentor can't actually use magic.
That is so embarrassing, by the way, if true.
It works a bit on something that you didn't elaborate, but is part of my world. To be able to use magic, you need to have the gift of magic. And a lot of people think it is a very widespread theory that most adventurers do have the gift, because for some reason, anyone that has the gift, at least most people that have the gift, do feel a drive to adventure. But those who don't tend to avoid it. It's not an absolute. There are adventurers who are magic deaf completely, and that's the point. And if one of you had decided to take that, they would have received a feat in return, because you're basically saying my character is magically deaf and cannot use any class or multi-class into something that uses magic. You can't become a spellcaster unless you find a wish and give you that spark.
All right. Well then, I will. Tuck these notes away. Might as well. And then, was there any notes detailing specifically what the orb machine did?
It was just part of the experiment, with him trying to figure out what opposes what.
Okay. So it was essentially he was just trying to bottle certain schools of magic.
Yeah, and the reason why the two tables are separate from one another is because if you take one orb too close to another orb with properties, If you take the opposite, they cancel each other out.
Mm-hmm. Um.
Oh yeah.
I am going to
Um,
try one more thing. I'm going to take
hold
one
on,
more.
who rolled a perception earlier?
I did.
You did.
Yeah.
And it was a 29?
It was a 26.
26. 26 would be enough. You do notice one thing about the orbs that do have a color inside. When they're transparent, it's not there. But when they have a color, they have a very, very faint hum. I forgot to say this when you rolled.
Does the frequency of the hum change between orbs?
It's really
Based
difficult
on-
to tell from you. It's
My ear is not Rami.
you'd need to have perfect perfect ear to be able to tell.
Rami, you have perfect pitch essentially.
You can
Are
duplicate
these
pitch
humming at
perfectly.
different frequencies?
Well, no, technically that's not true. Remy does have a way to have a perfect ear. It's just not always active.
Which is why we will be seeing with our ears. Colors, please.
Yes. So you use a spell slot to activate that ability, and
Yes.
you do notice, from your point of view, that the orb hums in the same color as what you can see. So a red orb hums a red color through your eyes. The pink, pink, green, green, brown, brown, and purple, purple. It's really faint, though. It's not glaringly obvious, but you have to take a moment and you squint a little, and oh yeah, you can see the colors.
I go to the generator, and is it on right now?
Yeah, yes, but you, because of how low the output is, you think it's idle.
Can I try and make it start generating a barrier?
You can try.
I would like to try to do that.
All right, Arcana roll, because this one, okay, Arcana roll, go.
That is a math 33.
I was gonna say it doesn't bode well for you being able to open a generator if you have problem with math.
What do you mean? Basic addition?
It takes you a little bit of time to figure this out because you've never actually tried this, and you don't say this to anyone else because you know a generator can
no.
explode, but you know, you look like you
No,
know
I
what
know
you're
what I'm
doing,
doing.
so the
Yeah.
others don't say anything. It takes a few minutes, but you manage to properly activate it. You have a brief moment where it works. Should I tell everyone to cover because I don't know what I'm doing? Nah. Fortunately, it doesn't blow up. You're not sure if it's linked to something else inside of this place, but the fans seem to be working a little bit harder. There's a weird, glowy, square rectangle, multi-dimensional geometric form to the other side that seems to be turning a bit faster. and the way that the generator is oriented feel like it could probably just discharge all of its energy inside of a huge glowing orb made of pure energy. Ah, it lost the signal.
look- So that looks like a failsafe grounding thing for the energy, or is that like a test?
It feels more like it's to test.
Is it humming?
Yes.
Is it humming like the orbs were humming?
You don't know, but Remy would say yes.
Basically, with all this, I'm trying to see if I can teach Remy how to hear/see what kind of gem a shield has going.
With the information that you gathered because of your 39 arcane roll to figure things out, yes, it wouldn't be too difficult. There is enough research that Remy would be able to see the theory in front of him. And you have a few examples that you can give him. There is a red, pink, green, purple, and brown orb. You have a brown orb. You have a red and brown in your hand, and on the table over there, there's the four that I mentioned. If things work properly, you think that if you take an orb close enough to those orb, if there's one of the opposing type, they should cancel each other out and both go back to being transparent. As for all of the notes about the generators, the generator themselves, there are quite a few big book missing, so maybe the full research on what opposes what is somewhere else or was destroyed, because he's probably aware that you're rummaging through his labyrinth.
So just to be super
No.
clear,
Yes.
just for kicks here, because I do still happen to have the notes in my inventory, as in the literal research notes that we stole from that one lab. Do the colors match up, or are they different?
No, they match up. They're exactly the same.
All right.
At least for those that you have in front of you. Red, pink, green, purple. Red being evocation, pink being enchantment, green being necromancy, and purple being illusion. And according to the diagram that you had, because you also had a diagram of how they oppose themselves, purple oppose green and red oppose pink.
Sorry, Remy, I'm getting sidetracked, but I feel like if we keep running into these barriers, and if you're able to figure out how to see how to easily take down a barrier, that will probably be helpful in the future.
I mean, we've got time.
Hey, you're just
He
exploring.
looks at the camera.
Montage time.
Yeah, I mean, you're just exploring the laboratory of an enemy who's probably watching you from a panic room somewhere. You have time. Nothing bad
Yeah,
can
he's
happen.
stuck in the
Yeah,
panic
he's watching
room.
from a panic room.
Where's he gonna go?
In all seriousness, no.
So yeah, you have enough information with what you previously gathered in another laboratory and what's in front of you here to create a little bit of a chart. You know that Abjuration oppose transmutation, transmutation abjuration, conjuration oppose divination, enchantment oppose evocation, and illusion oppose necromancy. And you have the different colors thanks to the chart itself. So blue oppose brown, orange oppose white, pink oppose red, and purple oppose green.
Meanwhile, we cut back to audience, slowly raising his blade.
Toward the generator, just going, aww.
All right. I think we're done messing around here.
Fisher Terranad tells you, I think audience is having an intrusive thought. There is a door at the end of this, so you can exit to a new place, or you can go back to where you came from.
What do you guys think? Keep going?
Yeah.
I mean, if we're not being impeded, then it would be better to go forward for the time being.
Yeah.
All right. So you keep moving forward, and you go through the door on the top, and you find yourself a bit in the mirror of what you had earlier. Once again, it's a T-junction. From your point of view, the T-junction goes straight forward and to the right, but if you objectively look at this,
Down and to the left.
no, to the left and up. Damn, Fisher, you're having a real problem with walls tonight.
Shut up.
Once again, you see Fisher exiting the place and wham into the wall.
Sorry, let Terranet drive for a second there. We keep going.
All right. So, essentially, it feels like if you go straight forward, you're going to end up in the other room, the one that you didn't take. And if you go to the left or up, you're going to end up somewhere completely new.
Well, we may as well peek at the room we didn't go into.
Yeah. Or before, is it still humming?
Oh, the room over there. Yes, as you get closer, you still hear that little electric hum.
Remy, does it sound like, or does it look like a spell school? Or is this a different kind of hum?
Cast spell do not hum, so.
I mean, it's an arcane lab. There could be more arcane experiments going on.
Judging from the fact that you're looking at this and it comes out brown gray, you feel like there's multiple school stuck inside of the same room, and the colors are just together.
Having a ball.
And if all of the colors were there, it would probably end up white. So, because it's not white, not all of the colors are there. So, you go to the other room?
I don't know. Do you guys want to check out the humming room?
I am at least curious, but
All right, let's check it out.
If Remy's curious.
I'm so sorry, Sam. I feel like
No, you're
we've
fine.
taken you here today for nothing because you don't have a
There-
whole lot to do.
He's just sitting here going, "There's a guardian. There's a guardian somewhere."
This is why he wants to go to the room that nobody knows. Maybe there's combat there. And he waits for you all to leave, and he goes to that room. Hold on. I actually have to open it if I want to be able to click on it. Share. Here we go. All right. So when you arrive from the top of the room. And as you enter the room, you sort of go, huh, I see the mirror now of the place. If the two rooms go together, they form a sort of oval shape. There is a lot of research things in here. Small devices, humming, transmutation tables to create different objects. A ton of papers, scroll, bunched up, neatly arranged. Some are just on the floor. It is a messy research room with several experiments running at the same time.
Does it look like messy in the way of just like cluttered and disorganized, or messy in I was in the middle of something and I ran to a panic room?
Not obvious to tell, but you'd lean more toward I'm in a panic room somewhere.
Okay.
Feel a shit.
In that case,
He's inside of his bathtub taking a bath.
yeah. No, he's got diarrhea. He had to really run. It was an emergency.
Ah, does that mean that you might be stuck taking poo water to come back?
Hey, I called it. Not actually his bathtub. I mean, I kind of want to look at what's here, but there's a bunch of stuff. We can come back on the way out.
Yeah, I guess it's not integral. All right, let's go find the golem in the other room.
You do find a duplicate of the chart that you took from the first laboratory, Remy, long ago. So, among the experiments, he did create that same thing. Either he came to the same conclusion or he took one out for himself.
Once a thief, always a thief.
Yep.
Said the rogue.
Hey, takes one to know one.
What was that song? That World of Warcraft song about rogues? Never trust a rogue. All right. So no roll to see what's inside of the room.
Not yet.
Okay. So you go back.
I mean,
to
I
the
guess
key.
we could do a quick perception as we're walking there. You know, we don't need to stop, but just like,
It's your time. The more you give time for your enemy to prepare, the worse it might get. Or he's really panicked and there's nowhere to go and it's not going to get worse. I mean,
What are the chances there's something about the Guardian in here? Is what I'm.
it's a
Just a
research
quick
ring. It's the
glance
right
to
place to
see
be.
if there's anything about a Guardian in here. Just a quick perception check. That's a 19.
It's a pretty mediocre supernatural.
Lower than my
roll.
passive.
I mean, if we're taking the time to be in there, then Raimi will just do an investigation of the scrolls left behind, thinking that the information probably is in there, if there is any.
So it's the classic version of, all right, now we don't need to stay here, and you start running away, running out of the room, and then you see Fisher just going, just give me a moment. It's just going to take a moment. I just wonder what's this. And this is Remy goes, oh, okay, never mind then. You all start investigating this.
I promise.
So, your investigation, Fisher, revealed that most of those research are about the interaction of magic together. You do get the chart that Remy already knows, but it's nice to have an official one, and seeing that he came with the same conclusion that Remy's chart have. You have a very extensive research on the arcane ballistas opposed to the arcane generators, and how if you throw the right energy at the right barrier, they cancel each other out. The output is too great to be useful on large scale, but useful on small scale. And this is where you find an addendum of this research stating that it might be an interesting idea to try and retrofit a shield guardian, because they have this link to a medallion. So if he can link the medallion to a small generator, he's wondering if it could give a shield to the guardian. Remy, on your side, you find emotional trauma.
Dang.
Because as you're rummaging through all of these scrolls, the scrolls specifically, most of them are spell scrolls. Fake spell scrolls. Some of them were even made by you. You recognize your own handwriting. You're not sure if he got caught by his own desire to create those, or it's just a reserve scroll. But you do find a handful of actual working scrolls. Disappointingly, they're low-level spells, but you find a total of 8 usable scrolls. The spells are... Do you stay to identify them? Arcana roll.
I don't think we got time for that.
Arcana roll might be enough to tell you what they are, because they're low spell and spells that you've probably come across. If not, Fisher has come across them because they're all low-level spells.
The lowest I can roll was a 19.
Pretty mediocre superhuman roll, but you know.
Just B-level superheroes. Come on.
Yeah. Awesome normal roll, but superhero role. Damn. That's so. Yeah. Probably with Fisher's help, you can recognize that the spells are jump, mage armor, detect magic, ice knife, burning hands, sleep, false life, and silent image.
I got 5 of those.
Okay.
Jump, mage armor, detect magic, false life, silent image.
Okay, jump, yes. Jump, mage armor, detect magic,
Ice knife.
ice knife. Burning hands, sleep, false life, and silent image.
There we go.
Fisher, you do notice one very convenient thing about this. Each one of those spells belong to a different school.
Oh, is this the part where we find out that he's so frustrated by the fact that he can't use magic that he's trying to create like a magical technology that he can use?
He's definitely researching a whole lot on this.
I think.
It is the whole point.
Guys, I think my main antagonist is getting sadder by the minute.
It's the whole point of arcane cores. It's how to mechanically use inherent magical energy so that anyone can use something.
Oh my god, this is like The Incredibles.
Yeah.
And once everybody's super, no one.
Nobody is.
I mean, look at some of the classes. Don't try and tell me that artificers are full-blown magic user. They feel more like someone that has a weak talent that's learned how to use some technology level to boost the whole thing.
Yeah. All right.
And
Let's keep going.
let's not even talk about Eldritch Knights. They only have third caster. That's weak potential.
And let's not even get into arcane tricksters.
Yeah, I was like, what are we talking about here?
I know. I was trying to trigger a specific person. All right. So
Like just the lowest of the low.
you go back to the last junction that you did not search.
Yep.
All right. You go back out, and you go.
A golem punches audience in the face.
And he suddenly wakes up and finally, come on, let's go. All right. So you go down this long hallway. Once again, there is a little globe, a little drift globe serving as light. And you decided, so I don't need to have this open. I don't need to have this open. But I do have to have this open. Alright. So, the last hallway leads to a room. when you enter the room, you immediately notice the lozenge shape, the energy barrier at the end that looks exactly like those energy barrier making the maze. 4 columns made of energy.
As in the black opaque walls.
Yeah. They curve at the end of this room. You don't see any doors leading out. But right in front of that section that's slightly protruding, there is a huge shield guardian staring in your direction.
What are these 2 circles, or 3 circles in a triangle?
Light.
Okay.
Light fixture.
Okay.
Why do I have your...
So is at the top, is that like raised?
No, it's fenced off.
Okay.
It does give a very, very small room at the end of a large room. You know, kind of like what you'd expect behind a very thick wall, creating a panic room.
But and that black that's translucent, so we can see the.
It's very dark. It's not completely opaque, contrary to the
Okay.
labyrinth. Meaning that
Okay.
you can vaguely see something, but the colors aren't as bright as you have on the actual map. But you can vaguely see inside that there's a smaller version of the Shield Guardian. And you can kind of make out a silhouette. You're not sure if he is in front of that miniature version or sitting inside of it. It's a bit hard to tell, but that statue on the other side is pretty similar to the Shield Guardian.
Does it remind me of the thing that I used to make Terry's golem? The pedestal that it was on top of.
I guess you could say, yeah, there is a resemblance to it.
Mm-hmm.
Sort of like the idea that he might have extracted the cockpit and put it behind the barrier. Oh no, come on, I made the same mistake twice. That's stupid.
What are the chances we can teleport through that barrier?
If he's completely surprised by what you did, good. If he's not, pretty bad.
Yeah, we've totally made it through here super quick. We haven't had any distractions happen.
No, you didn't. You
Turned
definitely did
on
not
any
spend.
large machines.
Yeah, you definitely did not spend something like an hour trying to get through a maze, examining machines, searching through a research
Yeah,
desk.
he has no idea we're here.
Nah, there's no way. Come on.
Shield Guardian.
Right now,
like
it's not moving, but
Uh,
you are all standing in the entrance. So maybe he's just waiting to see what you do.
Where is the Shield Guardian?
That's what I'm trying to
You're trying to put him there.
Because I realized that I did not take the proper photo of the room because I did not place you inside that room yet. But in the picture that you see, you are in the room. So.
It's like when the teacher would draw on the whiteboard with a Sharpie on accident.
And then realize afterward, oh damn, what did I do?
Yeah. You've never done that, right, Zach?
No, not by accident.
Oh, that's one way
No,
of saying it.
I've totally done it on purpose, specifically so that the kids couldn't erase it.
That's fair. That tracks.
So
It's
what
like
did
yeah, try erasing my rules, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, so at least you're not one of those teacher that's actually gonna try and humiliate his student by writing in with a Sharpie on the board the result of the last test, so that everyone can see, oh, you failed. I had a teacher that would have gladly done something like this. Okay. Here we go. Now we have everything we need. This screen, and on this screen we get the Shield Guardian. Here we go. Shield Guardian is here. And you probably are. Although, if you want to start tackling that challenge, we can start this fight here. And there's probably going to be an interesting element of strategy as you're fighting, but also it's a fight. I don't want to force you to go into a fight when the street is supposed to be over.
I say we start the next episode at the beginning of the fight.
Okay, so we do our
Yeah, I
classic.
think it makes more sense to do it that way.
So we do our classical end of stream thing by rolling the initiative.
Yeah.
Because I'm assuming you're gonna charge the Shield Guardian.
Nah, guys, I'm gonna seduce it. It's a construct. I'm a construct.
So apparently Fisher likes large women. Well, large machine.
We don't know how it identifies.
Yeah,
That's a 9.
Okay. So Fisher rolls a 9. Audience? Audience, you okay? Is he muted again?
He's rolling it.
He's
He
muted
is
again.
muted.
15.
All right, Remy?
I got a 19.
I feel your curse, man. All right, so, well, it looks like no one summoned Orunak, so he's not getting an initiative.
No, we don't need him.
We figured it out. We did all the learning.
I thought we established that at the beginning of the session.
Did Orunak? Okay, I didn't hear you.
I could have sworn that you were going into because at the beginning of session you went through. It's like I'm going to assume that you summoned Oranak, and then it's like, oh, okay, then we just don't have to mention it.
Okay. If you remember saying me saying that, then I will trust you and say that Orunak was there all along. He just was just like audience. He was actually keeping company to audience because he looked bored as hell. So, audience, you were able to talk to Arunak for an hour and a half.
All right.
Riveting.
Yeah, it's like you're kind of doing that thing where like you are talking while you're doing what you're trying to do. So you might not even remember having done it.
Yeah, it was just, reflex conversation. You went, yeah, okay, yeah. As you and the last question is Terry out.
It's a construct.
Yes. it
Probably
is.
doesn't have area. Might not have area. Depends.
I think it does.
It might, yeah.
For now.
All right. So
So
Terry is out. Terry is not out.
yes,
Terry is
yes,
out.
he is out.
So Terry has a 3. And your
Minus
opponent.
4 is -1.
Oh, just -1. I thought it was -2.
I don't know. I don't have it. I'm not looking at a stat block right now. I'm just
Okay.
trying to, off the top of my head, remember his dex, which I believe is quite low.
Oh, dexterity
Because he's not
-3. So it's
Yeah, okay.
He doesn't have 3 initiative. He's got 2 initiative. You took a little bit too much time to take him out of his box, so he's got a low initiative.
Yeah.
And he's got. All right. Initiative has been settled. You know what you are going to get into. And we are ready for our next episode fight. So, that's going to be it for tonight. Campfire. Thankfully for us, next episode is in 2 days. For everyone else looking, you're going to have to wait a full week. Alright. So with this, thank you for being here tonight. Thank you for watching. Hope you had a pleasant, whatever part of the day it is, wherever you were in the world. Hope you found whatever you were looking for. If you want to help us, remember we got Twitch, X, YouTube. I always feel weird saying X for Twitter because there are still major news outlets that still say Twitter. So, anyways.
In my experience, most people still say Twitter.
Okay, good.
But also, most people
Nobody says X.
Talk
Okay,
or
good.
care about Twitter. So,
yeah, just in case, throwing it out there. So,
I've also seen Zitter, like Twitter, but an X instead of the T.
yeah, okay.
And that is a choice.
Yes. Definitely. All right, so yeah, like I was saying, there's multiple ways to reach us. Got also Patreon, which I would eventually really appreciate if someone were to, I don't know, become a patron. Just an idea. There's also a link below if you want to make donation, but only make donation if you can afford it. And of course, you can always just spread the word of the channel. That also helps. And that's it. That's everything I can say. So, once again, thank you for being here. See you again next week. Wednesday live. Friday rebroadcast. And that is it. So, see you next week. And as always, stay safe and stay healthy. Good night.
Hey.
Bye-bye.